Welcome back, everybody,
Great
to
see
my
you in the
Rise
WWE locker room, Kat.
Unleashed, where
Although a
today
little surprised, considering
we are
you said about
kicking
this place while we
things
were on the
off.
Indies together.
We are going
What can I
off
say?
the main
I'm trying new
storyline
things.
for this
You don't
episode,
have some
and we're going to
secret
see
beef with me like
everything
Shotzi apparently
that Candice LeRae has
Honestly,
got
I
in
don't know
store
what her deal
for
is.
us. She's
You
offered
were
us some
always great to me when
guidance,
I
some
was booked for
training,
TBD.
Glad to hear it.
to try and fit
So,
in
what's
here
your game
in
plan here?
WWE. She
Game
says she
plan?
has done this for
I don't know what you
many,
mean.
many
Keep
who
having
have come
matches,
off
win,
the
repeat.
independent scene.
Oh, geez.
So,
What?
what she
You're
got
at a
in
different
store,
level now. You can't
we're
just
about to find
do what
out.
you've always done and expect to succeed. You have to do the work. For instance, it's not just winning, it's how you win.
What do you mean?
Winning in ways that make an impact. I know you know your stuff, but I'd be happy to give you some WWE specific pointers. I trained wrestlers while I was on the indies, so I'm used to helping people find their groove.
I actually
Okay,
appreciate
then,
that a
let's
lot,
do it.
Candice.
If she's
trying to
got
put my
some
best foot forward
advice, we need
Of
to be
course.
taking
Lesson
that
one.
right now, because it
Making
seems
your
still
opponent tap
like
makes a
Alexia is
statement to
struggling
both
to
WWE
fit in.
Universe
So
and the
we
locker
have
room.
got to tap
Everyone's
out
talented around
Chelsea
here, but
Green
if
in
they
our
acknowledge
first
you
match
in the ring,
of
they
this
have to
episode, and
acknowledge
because
you
this
behind the
isn't
curtain.
main story or
Reasonable enough.
anything like that,
I know you have a match
the
with
match
Chelsea Green coming
has
up.
been
Make
cut
her
up
tap and
a
win
little
by
bit.
submission.
Like here, you're seeing, because it's really a nothing match for us. It's not gonna advance the story at all. Chelsea Green eats the knee, but of course we could go for the pin, but we'd failed the objective, so we had to play around a little bit and see what kind of submissions Alexia Lazara has actually got, because she's not been that type of performer, but she is now, because she has tapped out Chelsea Green and has indeed won this match in the way that Candice wanted it winning. So,
Hey,
job done.
mind filling me in on this pitch that Troy messaged me about? Apparently, I had a very good idea.
Oh, sorry. I meant to tell you about it first, but I got too excited and I couldn't stop myself from spilling to Troy. But it's good, I promise.
Okay.
Your submission match definitely increased your buzz within the WWE universe, but what could make an even bigger impact while keeping it fresh?
You tell me.
Knocking out your opponent.
Well, wouldn't be the first time.
Exactly. And the WWE universe will eat it up too. Troy's putting it all together, and Piper Niven's in. Apparently, she's still got some lingering issues about a former name she had and wants to blow off steam. It'll be an official WWE sanctioned KO match.
I like it, and I'm excited. I've got some steam of my own to blow off.
That's the spirit. Believe me, it'll pay off.
And we've chopped this match up a little bit because it was surprisingly difficult to try and knock Piper Niven out. She is a tough woman. I've seen a few clips of her indie stuff in real life before she came to WWE, and she is an extremely tough woman. She kind of reminds me a little bit of a female version of KO, some of the things that I've seen her doing, and that is a compliment to her. And yeah, try as we might, we've used a signature move on her already. We've used a finisher on her already, and still she is not knocked out. So what has Alexia got in store for Piper Niven? And also, away from what's going on in front of our eyes right now, I just wonder, like, is Candice actually going to be the first person we've come across that's not trying to use us for anything and is genuinely trying to help us? Because she's not come down in our matches, she's not been stealing the spotlight or anything like that, as Piper Niven this time on the stage to make an impact as well is knocked out by that signature of Alexia Lazara that we still to this day need a finishing a name for that finisher. So guys, in the comments below,
Believe it or not, I've seen this before. Notice anything in common about your last two opponents?
They both lost to me?
True, but they also both work the indies, like you.
So?
Candice has this thing about being seen as the best wrestler around here who came out of the independent scene. So when you comes in, she talks up ring work and brutal finishes above all else. And those brutal finishes, the more the other indie darlings take each other out, the more Candice can stand tall as the indie queen.
So, Candice is using me?
Big yep, unfortunately.
She even talked up about how she used to
train wrestlers on the indies. Heard that before too. Honestly, I'm not sure why Candice holds on to her indie street cred so hard. It's something to be proud of, for sure. But she takes it to a pretty extreme level, trying to eliminate all competition.
I get it, though. All of us who came up through that world have a lot to be proud of. Even if I don't appreciate her manipulation, I understand why she reps that part of her background.
Hey, don't forget, I came from the indies too. But I don't understand why someone would want to be known for what they've done over what they're doing now. If someone was talking about my indie work as opposed to what I've accomplished in WWE, yeesh. Don't say suck in the past. You're here to build your future. Anyway, something to think about when you're dealing with Candice.
I mean, Becky knows what she's on about, and honestly, she's got a really good point there. Why would you want to be known for what you've done rather than what you're doing now? It's all about the present, and Candice LeRae here has actually got a message from us because Becky's let the cat out of the bag, and Candice even knows it herself. So the question I asked in the match against Piper Niven, are we being used? The answer actually was yes. And there's an Iron Woman match on the table right now, and a 10-minute match. For myself personally, I don't know about you guys, because I really enjoy being in the ring. I always have done with these games, all the way, showing my age now, to WWF Warzone back in the day. A 10-minute match is just a normal match for me, which is why we picked the 25-minute Iron Woman match to finish this episode out. It's kind of like, I don't know if I should say, the final boss in WWE with everything that's going on IRL at the moment, but Candice kind of is the final boss for this storyline, so it makes sense to go for the big match, at least in my opinion. So 25-minute Iron Woman match to finish this episode out. Lazara against Candice LeRae. Let's go. Just thinking as she rides around the ring on the bike for the first time in this episode. One, about what a nice bike that is. But Zara, I don't want to say she's been naive, because it's certainly not that. She's definitely her own woman, but she keeps trying these things that are put in front of her in WWE at the moment, and obviously the locker room is noticing what she can do in the ring, because everyone wants a piece of it. They want to get on her side. We look at what's gone on since we've started here, all the way back. The tryouts, Regal loved what he saw from her, and then there was her defending the underdog in the performance center, trying to do the right thing, and then there's the whole totally beautiful duo thing, and now we've got in the last episode as well, Justine not happy because we went too hard even though we did her a favour. And now there's Candice LeRae, who's obviously been sitting back and watching all this, and I thought maybe we'd found ourselves a friend here in the locker room, but maybe it's not Alexia being the one who's being naive, maybe it's myself, because I thought Candice was genuinely trying to help us, but that's not been the case. She's used us as well. And yeah, Alexia has tried everything. She's gone along with what people have been asking of her, and all she's done is be used over and over and over again. She's really struggling, it seems, to find her place here in WWE, but certainly she doesn't struggle once that bell rings. She knows exactly who she is, what she's about, and how to get the job done. And Candice is going to pay, you would imagine, with everything we've seen from Alexia, for using her basically and trying to get her to take out these other indie women who have come up through the ranks. Obviously, she's been successful in some respects with that, Candice, but then when you talk about women, the level of a Becky Lynch and the level of success that she's reached, Candice has let some slip through the cracks, and I just wonder if Candice is seeing maybe another, and this is a huge credit to Alexia, but another Becky Lynch in the making, possibly here, and maybe that's why she's targeted Alexia. She saw somebody else who could go and take her spot at the top of somebody who come from the indies. Who knows what Candice was thinking. All we know is right now is she's probably thinking that her body is hurting and aching a lot, because Alexia is not letting off the gas here at all, as we gave her Candice a quick boot to the face there while she's draped across the security wall, and Lazara is fired up right now. You can see that nice counter there from LeRae, who almost stole a fall there. Alexia, it seems, is not too fussed about the count, and as long as she's got Candice out there with her as well, I suppose why would she be, and vice versa, because the match will still stay level, but she's got to be very aware. LeRae is a veteran here in the ring, and of course she will have been learning things from Mr. Gargano as well, her partner, and she very nearly stole a cheap fall there in this match, and she would gain huge confidence, you've got to think, from going a fall ahead. And at the moment you can see that these two women are pacing themselves, especially Lazara. She's not as aggressive as we used to seeing her. She's doing things but at a slower pace, knowing at the back end of this match, if she can just keep slowly punishing LeRae, she's going to look in very, very good shape to take a huge win here once again in her short, young WWE career. The woman who did not want to be here is doing good things right now and trying to stay true to herself, but also trying to play ball with what the creative team is what Troy Sinkin calls it, want from her, but still trying to stick to who she is and just be herself. And let's not forget, she was put forward for all this by her friend from TBD, friend and business partner Geneva Rose, who told her to come and go on this journey. And I just wonder if Geneva knows that Alexia Lazara is a top draw for TBD in the ring, but I just wonder if she's hoping that her friend Alexia Lazara can find some growth personally from what she's going through here in WWE at the moment, and maybe learn a few tips and tricks creatively that she can then go and take back to TBD when the time is right. It would make sense if that's the thinking, the thought process of Geneva. But at the moment we are at 2-2 in this match with just under 5 gone. And Lazara at the moment is completely, like we was talking about, just ignoring the count. She doesn't really care as long as this match stays level, and she's taking full advantage of the rules once again. It's almost become kind of a no count out match, a false count anywhere type thing, only they don't, of course. But in the sense that you don't have to rush to get back in before the 10 count. or at least Alexia thinks that, and that's a testament to her confidence that, again, when she's done outside the ring and the time is right, that she is going to just pull away and win this match. But at the moment, she just seems to be enjoying punishing LeRae for using her, and you can't really blame her for that. We've just ticked over the first 5 minutes now. Lazara on top of the announce table. We don't usually see her take all that much high risk, but it was there to be done, and she did it. And again, could have probably slipped back in the ring there if she wanted to, but she's going to keep the pressure on LeRae instead. Candice fighting for her life in there right now, and you can see the desperation starting to come into the offense of LeRae, but she just does not seem to be able to fight Lazara off right now. And Alexia just said something, I didn't quite catch what it was, to Candice there. Maybe she was telling her that she's about to take this trip through the announce table, whether she likes it or not. Lazara likes it, the crowd likes it, Lazara's fired up. Candice LeRae is the complete opposite right now, as she is lying there just KO'd after taking that trip to the floor via the announce table. She's up at 9 though, to give her credit, and slides back in the ring there. I did not see that coming, and Alexia Lazara did not see that coming either. But look at LeRae now. Again, she knows she's in big trouble and in a big fight here, and she's just trying her best to hang in there right now, trying to get herself and the crowd back in this one. But you just can't give Lazara time to breathe in the middle of that ring, and boom, there you go. That is why another huge heavy shot landed to Candice LeRae, followed up by a springboard moonsault off the top there. Beautifully done from Lazara, and Candice LeRae is very much struggling to hold on. And look at this message being sent here by Alexia. Win in a submission fashion, you said, and Alexia is trying her hardest to make LeRae tap out there. But again, just like when she just crashed through that announce table, Candice LeRae made it back in before the 10 count, showing huge heart there. And again, Lazara has had LeRae all this match, but could not make her tap out. And now LeRae is the one who's got Lazara in trouble here, as that is a near fall. And LeRae, against all odds, almost takes the lead in this match. We have not had anyone take the lead yet. It is 3-3. All three falls in this match so far have come by the way of double count out. So nobody has took the lead in this match yet. LeRae very much tried to there just before it. Lazara with the submission, couldn't get it done, but she's still looking extremely strong. And LeRae, to be fair to her, considering the amount of punishment that she has taken, is doing really well to hang in there. We're just under the 10-minute point in this match, and it's still 3-3. And despite the punishment she's taken, LeRae just refuses to stay down. And I mentioned Gargano earlier. He's known for his heart and his passion as well. And you just think that he's teaching LeRae. He's got to be showing her some things, and she's probably showing him things too. But that heart, we go back to IRL again. I'll go back to the point of Ciampa and Gargano in NXT. We saw a lot of fight from Johnny in them days, and Lazara again, just barely getting that shoulder up. Another near fall forced by Candice LeRae, who's actually starting to feel herself right now, but a little bit too much, and she gets a knee to the face for her troubles. We are just 30 seconds out from being nearly halfway through this match, and Lazara going back to what she knows best, those lethal strikes of hers. Yeah, as she just puts them on LeRae in the corner, and LeRae just falling and collapsing almost out the buckles. But she has, to be fair, taken a huge amount of punishment in this match. Eats the Superman punch. Lazara finds herself on the top rope again, and a double stomp from the top rope. That is surely enough to put LeRae away. But Lazara didn't go for the pin instead. It seems like she wants to make a point here and put that very submission that she tapped Chelsea Green out with at the behest of Candice LeRae. But Candice is having none of it right now. She managed to trip Lazara, slide out the back door so she didn't tap from that submission. And you see here now the sleeper is locked in tight on this one. You can't stay in this hold for long, and LeRae is trying to hang in there, but the arms are flailing around slower than they once were, and she just drops all her body weight out. And that is an effective way of getting out of that sleeper hold. And then the Bulldog is put on Lazara, and again going for the quick pin. After that is LeRae, and again almost taking the victory in this fall and putting herself one fall ahead in this match with just under 14 minutes to go. There is the signature though of Alexia Lazara. That normally is the prelude to the end of a match. She's got this submission locked in once again in the middle of the ring. There's nowhere for LeRae to go right now. To get out of this one, she's going to have to find an escape or tap. The ropes are nowhere near, so she can't use that to help her, but the back elbows are enough as they land on the chin and on the jaw of Lazara to once again show her heart, show her steel, and not tap out in this match. You have got to be impressed with the resolve of one Candice LeRae right now. I'm sure somewhere John is watching this and he's extremely proud of the heart that his partner is showing in this match, but he can't be happy at the amount of punishment that he's having to sit there and watch her take at the hands of Alexia Lazara, the powerful striker, the new addition to the women's division in WWE. LeRae throws Lazara over the top rope there, and he's just uncorking those right hands, but it only takes one from Lazara, who comes in with another kick, a springboard over the top rope kick to Candice LeRae and back up to the top rope, and that is why we do not see Lazara use the top rope much. She completely fell short on that moonsault this time around. Nice pin here though. It's one, it's two, and that's surely going to be enough, but it's not. LeRae escapes once again, and Lazara right now is wondering, what on earth have I got to do to put this woman down? And when you watch a match like this, you just wonder why Candice feels the need to play the games that she's played with Lazara, because she's being impressive here. There is no doubt about it. Lazara though is going to go back to that submission once again, and can she get LeRae this time? You see Candice doing her best, but she's so small in comparison to Lazara. It is difficult, but she's trying to inch her way to those ropes there. She's not too far away. She's hanging in there, but you gotta wonder how often she can keep doing this. She's fighting and fighting and fighting to stay in. And again, we see the back elbow, 1, 2, and the third one is enough for Lazara to break the hold again. Candice LeRae refusing to tap out to Lazara. Goes for a springboard of her own, but Lazara seeing that one coming and is starting to use her heavy artillery now, as we are just over 10 minutes away from the end of this match, and there has been nobody who has took the lead in this match yet. But you have got to think that after that huge knee, it is coming this time. And again though, instead of going for a pin where she probably would have got the decision there, this time Lazara has gone for the submission once again. Can LeRae do what she has been doing and hold on this time? She cannot, and we finally have someone take the lead in this match with not too long to go, and it is, unsurprisingly, with the amount of punishment LeRae has taken, Lazara is the one who has took the lead. But did you see that reverse DDT from Candice LeRae there? Such a nice move. And then the hangman over the top rope, throat first went Lazara, and there's urgency, you can just feel it now coming from Candice LeRae, and the opposite can be said of Lazara, because she has now got entirely no reason to rush. She could quite easily just stay outside the ring now for this 9.5 minutes, and that is going to make it extremely difficult for Candice LeRae to get back into this match. Lazara though picks up a chair and just launches it at LeRae, who just collapses on impact. And that was not a smart move from Lazara, not a smart move at all. It has took her about 15-20 minutes to take the lead in this match, and then just throws it away literally at will with that steel chair. And I just wonder why she did that. At the moment she was looking for something that she couldn't find. Lazara underneath the ring. Candice wakes up and he's going to be dropped face first on those steel stairs. And the action is starting to heat up here. Still, I cannot really figure out why Lazara has just threw that one full lead away, given the amount of resilience, of steel, of heart, of determination that we have seen from Candice in this match. The pump kick there might be enough. It's dead center of the ring to get LeRae back behind in this match. And maybe that's why Lazara used the chair. If you really sit and think about it, I guess we've seen her tap Candice LeRae out, and we've seen her collapse with that steel chair. And what have we seen in this story so far? We've seen knockout Pipe, and even we've seen tap out Chelsea Green, and whatever has been asked of Lazara, she's done it. But then LeRae is getting the karma for it in this match, and is also behind right now. And you see Lazara just with the knees into the midsection, just driving the wind out of Candice LeRae. And she's picking the pace up now. And that is what we was talking about earlier. She seemed to be taking the match a little bit slower than we used to seeing her do, Lazara. But she's got a lot of wind left, a lot of gas left in that tank now because of that. So very clever tactics from Lazara for her first Iron Woman match, as far as we know anyway. It's certainly the first in WWE, and LeRae's been absolutely, I want to say, almost tortured right now at the hands, the knees, the elbows and the feet of Lazara. But nice move again from Candice. Look how quick though Lazara is getting back up, and the referee has got completely in the way of whatever Candice had in mind there for Lazara. The drop kick though was nice, and maybe she should have just tried to defend the ring there and stop Lazara from getting back in and get into this match by a count out. But it's not what LeRae wants to do, as we're back to one. But she has just absolutely delivered the heaviest move probably in her arsenal, and I'm wondering again why she has picked up Lazara there. Maybe she could have just left her out there and picked up a count out fall, but she chose not to, LeRae, and I wonder if that will come back and bite her. I mean, we are at 5 right now, make that 6, and Lazara stirring though. LeRae sees it. I thought she was going to come out and apply more pressure there, but she did not. Instead, she waves Lazara back into the ring, and she won't have to ask twice, but backstabber there at this point in this kind of match. I'm surprised she didn't go for a pin there, because she may be able to have got it. Instead, the swinging neck breaker is used. to deal out more punishment to Alexia Lazara, but LeRae has got to be mindful of the time in this one. Just 5 minutes left to go, and that is a huge neck breaker off the top rope, and surely that's going to be enough, and that is going to set up. Oh my god, really? Has she really just kicked out of that at this point in the match? Listen to the crowd here. They cannot believe the action that they're seeing. I cannot believe Lazara has just kicked out of that at this point in the match. I was going to say it's going to set up an extremely interesting ending to this Iron Woman match if it was tied up with just 4.5 to go, but Lazara is feeling the pressure now from LeRae, who seems to have got a second wind in this match just at the right time. Look at her goal here, giving Lazara a taste of what Lazara usually dishes out to her opponents with the knees, the feet, the quick strikes. I'm sure Lazara did not see that coming from Candice LeRae, who now Hurricane Run, a beautiful move. She's got to go for a cover here though. She doesn't. Instead, a big kick to the spine, which is not going to feel good, especially at this time in the match. And it's nearly 4 minutes left to go now. LeRae has to keep applying the pressure. Lazara now can do exactly what we have just seen her do there, and just go into defensive mode and just playing this clock down. She seems to want no part of LeRae at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, that flatliner might be enough to knock that second wind out of Candice LeRae. But maybe not, because look at this. Look at this for a submission, and Lazara's in all kinds of trouble here and actually ends up tapping out to LeRae. 3 minutes left. Who is going to take this one out now? Who saw that coming? I certainly did not. I don't think Lazara did. The audience did not see that coming either, but the resilience that LeRae has shown, maybe we should have seen it coming. She does eat the big knee of Lazara once more though, who does not go for a submission. Plays it safe, goes for the pin this time. Is it going to be enough? It is. It is, and we are back in the situation that we just were, and that has got to be crushing for the likes of LeRae, who has just got herself back into this match. But you would not think that she was spiritually or mentally crushed to look at her there as she delivers the face of Lazara into the canvas. She's pulling Lazara away from the ropes. It's smart, but it is also eating up time, and you see there that Lazara does not need long to recover, and that has got to be soul destroying for Candice LeRae. But she has nothing to be ashamed of in this match, and could, with moves like that, she's absolutely throwing caution to the wind now, still find her way back into this match, and she's got to be proud of this performance. She really does. The motives coming into it, yeah, questionable, definitely, maybe more than questionable, but what she has shown in this ring tonight is nothing short of remarkable, and she is the one who is on the offense right now. I thought Lazara had played a really good strategy by being slow in the beginning of the match to have something left in the tank at the end, but then she is carrying a lot more muscle mass than Candice LeRae, and that is harder as we go further and deeper into combat. She's not going to do this. She is not going to do this. She is. It's tied up once again with 1 minute left. Are you kidding me? What a match this has been. Poison Rana there from Candice LeRae. Is she going to take this one right at the end as she turned this around, as she played her strategy to a T here? There's 40 seconds left, and the Gargano escape on LeRae. Is she going to tap out here, Lazara? And she's got 30 seconds to try and win this match. She's trying her hardest to fight out of the Gargano escape here. She does it just about, but is the time for anyone to win this? Big right hand from Lazara, has got Lorraine up on her shoulders, drops her in the knee. There's 10 seconds left. It's 1, it's 2, and it's 3, and that is surely gonna be that. But how close has Lorraine run Lazara in this match? What an incredible fight we have just seen. These two women have certainly not disappointed. That was an incredible ending to this episode, to the first Iron Woman match that we have seen. Unbelievable. I have no words right now. That was absolutely incredible. Wow. I'm gonna leave it there. I am literally just, yeah, that's just shocked me. It's took me out of my game a little bit. Wow. I hope that you have enjoyed that as much as I have. Wow. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Let me know what your thoughts on that match down below. And if you're enjoying this series so far, it's been slow, I know, I get that, but trust me, the turnaround is coming. It is definitely coming, and before much longer, we are going to start to see the beginning of the Undisputed story as well. I'm thinking there's been no comment about it, about what you guys want to see, so I'm going to flip-flop them, and we're going to get more than one episode every couple of days. And also, I mentioned it at the end of the last episode, Universe is very, very close to being ready to appear on the channel as well. So a lot of 2K24 things are coming, and also drop down in the comments below. I'm just playing around for fun and have created a custom arena, a custom show with a custom roster. Let me know if you want a universe of that as well. Why not have two of those running at the same time as well? I'll leave it all up to you guys. It's all about what you want to see. But for now, again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I know that gets said a lot around here, but truly, from the heart, I just, the fact that anyone watches these videos is mind-blowing to me, and I just truly am thankful for you for it. But I'm waffling right here. I am going to get off. I'm going to go and have a lie down after that absolutely incredible match that we have just seen. Guys, thanks so much for the support, and I'll hopefully see you back here for the next one soon. Until then, bye bye guys.